What's going on, guys? This is Culture and Toni coming to you from this beautiful Brightside studio on a Saturday morning. This is the Jpeg Journal, and we're going to do a deep dive so you don't have to. Let's get right into it.
How you doing, guys? This is Toni. We're just here at Jpeg Journal. We're trying to just build a platform, for new and experienced people to learn. And, we're just a couple of semi-experienced dudes just getting into it.
I honestly thought you were going to go degen there. No, we're trying to build a platform here for everyone. This is a space where there's a ton of learning to be done,
Yep.
For new and experienced people. So we really want to build a community and a platform for that. Make a name for ourselves and really, build some good relationships and just be able to teach people and learn and grow all together.
Yep.
We also obviously want to report on the latest and greatest news. I can come from a standpoint of, being in the space every single day, and it's hard to grasp all the information.
A lot of info.
As easy as some of it is, it's just a lot of information coming at all times. So, when we have a station like this where we can broadcast and put our information out there and maybe, give some other people bits that they've never heard of or understood in the past. So, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah,
Really excited for it. I
Alright,
like the new name. I think it has a great ring to it.
Yeah,
Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Definitely.
Jpeg Journal.
Yep, we're going to have our Discord and our TikTok and our Twitter linked in the bio.
Yep.
But so Mike wanted to start it off with talking about his previous endeavors in the space early in the year.
Yeah, so I think it's only right, to show you guys, the audience, introduce ourselves a little bit. As I said, my name is Culture, Mike, and this is Antonio. We've probably been in the space for about
6 months.
I'd say about 6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months, yeah.
September, October-ish, even maybe a little bit before that. Just kind of, I know, like I started an NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, I got a lot of people in.
Yeah, I know you started in the same place.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit, yeah.
it was a lot of fun. I liked those packs and the way they were doing it and the releases and everything, with
smart.
the music and stuff.
Yeah,
But
if it was on a better chain, it might have lasted a little bit longer.
yeah, Dapper chain,
Dapper.
not it. But yeah, we want to introduce ourselves and show you kind of our backgrounds. So I started off, like I said, in September, October, in the space. I actually started off with a rug, unfortunately. A lot of you out there may feel my pain on this. It happens, and that's why we're here. Right. Shout out Lil Uzi for rugging me. That's why we're here to teach you guys on, how to look for a good project, red flags to look out for in a bad project, and save you so you don't have to get rugged like I did, unfortunately. I actually, I started off in Lil Uzi's project, NFT project on Instagram, which Instagram, TikTok, be careful of what's out there.
A lot of it is just hype.
Yeah, a lot of it is just hype and paid promotions, which is exactly what I got into. So, I got into this project. I invested a lot.
What chain was it on? It was on Solana.
It was on Solana. Yep,
Solana, yeah,
Solana's
right.
network. And as Hard Rock Nick would say, I overinvested by a lot. So I started off. I was buying those. I minted a couple, and the mint price was dude. Should have known right off the bat. Mint price was 2.5 sold.
Yeah.
Soul at this point was like almost 200 too. So we're talking like almost $400 for a JPEG on Solana's chain.
Yeah, Solana's are not. It should not be that expensive.
Not that expensive. ETH is a different story. It's higher quality stuff. But as I was saying, I really got frustrated. He deleted all the pictures on his Instagram of that project and basically just completely disassociated himself with it.
Yeah.
And what came with that was the community, an absolute dumpster fire in the community.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I wish you were there. It was an absolute dumpster fire.
Something similar happened just recently. De'Aaron Fox is the point guard for the Sacramento Kings, and he recently rugged.
Really?
Yeah, they had he had a project. He was one of the devs and everything, and then they minted, and he came out and was like, "Sorry guys, with me being in the NBA and everything, I can't really put enough emphasis on the project, so we're gonna have to call it." And they
a slow rug.
All the pieces got deleted off of OpenSea and everything. And he said,
people think that they're like not gonna get caught either. Like it's all on the blockchain.
Yeah. And he said, "Oh, don't worry. Everyone that bought 3 or more, or everyone that minted 3, will get a free signed jersey."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's coming. It's coming next year. Yeah, we're gonna get all your addresses and
Yeah.
send them out to you slowly but surely. But yeah, I mean, I either could look at it as getting bitter and and angry and just quitting the whole space. And I wasn't ready to do that. I really wanted to jump more into it. I knew that's just what wasn't what it was about. Was just promoted projects, losing money, and just PFPs. Like there's some real utility out there, as a lot of viewers know that are watching that have been in the space for a while. So it just put a bad taste in my mouth, but at the same time, I had to learn from it. So, excuse me. What I did is I took it as a learning experience. And I reached out to some other platforms and other podcasts and things like that to try and pick it up as news. One of the big things about it was it really wasn't being reported on too much.
Yeah, not a lot
So
of people were talking about it.
yeah, so I was looking on YouTube and there was a few like rap news pages that covered it.
Hmm.
And I reached out to them and they were like, hey, like video didn't really get much traction. Like my last video, speaking of the one that they made about it. And so we're not really looking to do another episode on it, but like we would love to hear like what happens. And I was like, all right, well, thanks a lot. And I kind of told them a little bit about what happened, but I really wanted to get on somewhere and talk with someone about it who could maybe take some action on it.
Yeah,
So
because at this time, like they hadn't really popped off. Like NFTs weren't even like.
I mean,
It was like what was it in July or August or it was later than that? It
I
was in like late August, September.
think
Right?
it was late
Yeah,
August.
yeah.
I mean, and NFTs had been popping up, like they
were
just
popping,
started to
but they
pop
weren't.
off.
Yeah, but like they really went nuts in like November, December.
Yeah,
January, so-
nowhere. Oh my god, my nose run like a faucet.
Oh, you're good.
Nowhere as big as they are now. So I mean, like I said, I was reaching out to a couple platforms, and I got a hold of Benzinga actually, which was great. The guys at Benzinga, shout out to you guys.
Big account.
I hopped on their podcast and just talked about a little bit about my experience. I don't want to get too in depth with what was going on, but essentially, like I said, he deleted all the posts. The floor price tanked. There was an absolute dumpster fire in the community. The devs were lying to people. We were trying to get answers to see if this really was his project or not. And it wasn't. It was just paid promotion working with him, and they posed it as if it was his project. The art looked very similar to him. It had like similar attributes like his
like
chains
his
and-
little cartoony like art that he has.
right, and like it had attributes like his chain, earrings, like all those things that are the same as Uzi's style and stuff like that. So I really appreciate them having me on, and that was a great experience. And I like I said, I could either get bitter about it or I could
Totally.
treat it as a learning experience and try and grow from it. That's exactly what I did. So,
Yeah. So for me, my experience is a little bit different. I didn't get rugged on any NFT projects because I kind of didn't really join until Mike had shown me what was going on.
I showed him the ropes, guys.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Here we
You
go.
know, I mean,
yeah.
gotta have a wingman,
Yeah. that's it.
Unfortunately, I didn't have one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So I actually early in March of 2021 I started mining Bitcoin. I worked with a remote miner, so I would buy the rigs and then he would mine the Bitcoin for me and I would receive rewards based upon what I spent. And that's kind of like what got my foot in the door. Back in 2017, actually, Mike can attest to this.
talk to me about it.
Back when Bitcoin was 5K, me and Mike were young. It was 4 years ago, right? So we were like just you were like a little bit out of high school. We were like 20, 21. And, we were like, I was like, Mike, we gotta get into Bitcoin. Like, I think that it could be big. This is in December of 2017. So this is the peak of the bull run. This is like right before Christmas. I'm like, Mike, we should get in, dude. It's 5K. I don't think so. I was like, dude, you have like
My dumbass.
the-
Could have been in it in 2017.
I'm
Could have been the next
we
bit.
could have been the
boys by
whale.
now.
Like, we could have been a whale.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like, do you have like five? Like, if you had to lose $5,000 right now, would it be a big deal? He's like, I mean, no, not really. And I'm like, all right, well, let's put some money into this, dude. Like, I think it's gonna be good. We could buy it right on Coinbase. It's super easy. He's like, nah. So I went on and did it myself, but because
My
he didn't,
stupid ass was out there buying sneakers.
yeah, literally, yeah, perfect.
Spending my money on food and going to the West
yeah.
Farms Mall like an asshole. But
Exactly. And I go, I'm like, all right, well, so since he didn't really want to do it, I kind of was nervous about it. So I put like less money in than I wanted to. And as soon as I put the money in, the top happened and it hit 19K. And I was like, this is the shit right here. Then it hit 19K. I took some profits
Yeah, he
And
took all his
I
profits.
took
The
all my
eggs
profits,
there.
and
Yep.
then I
Because I mean, you would have been a whale right now.
I could have been a whale. Oh yeah, 100%. I could have been a whale. But the problem is that after that happened, I was like, Bitcoin dropped to 3K, and it went. Everyone knows it was the crypto winter. It went into complete bear for all the way from the beginning of 2018 all the way until 2021, pretty much. So it was the bear market of all bear markets. So I saw that it was down. It went down all the way down to 3K. I was like, I don't think this is it. It might not be it. And then I kind of I was young too, like we were
Hey,
going out, what I mean?
you
Like,
know,
I
sometimes you got to take some of your advice, like the TikTok. When there's blood in the streets.
when there's blood in the streets, is right. So I ended up, I could have became a whale. I wish I found out about Cardano then. That would have been sweet.
Yeah.
That actually 2017, that bull run was the last time XRP was actually relevant because it hit $4.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It
Here
hit
we go.
$4.
Here we go.
Hasn't had
Hey, buddy.
an all-time high
Buddy.
since. Just saying.
Buddy.
Hasn't
It
even
still
come
has liquidity, and it's in a lawsuit with Securities and Exchanges Commission.
Okay, whatever.
All right?
All right, yeah.
All right, just remember that.
All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You want to sit here and talk about your stable coin.
Yeah,
We're going to get you your pillow up here, the little fucking Cardano pillow, right?
All right. And yeah, so then I didn't really get back into it, and then in 2021 I was I had bought a house, so I was trying to look into some investments. I started like a Roth IRA, and I was like, I got to get something to get me a little bit more investments,
Yeah.
get some more cash.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, like, you can't shoot yourself in the foot either. Like, we've all had those missed opportunities. How many times we've been sitting in a voice chat with people, we were sitting in a voice chat yesterday, and MD's telling us that his, his boss from the company that he works for had a business meeting, and he was invited to that business meeting by, at the time, Jeff Bezos. And he was talking to a bunch of head guys, and he posed his idea for the Amazon, his idea for Amazon as books in the beginning. And they were all like, yeah, that's never going to work. And this was obviously, 20 years ago, or, more than that, 30 years ago. And, like I said, we've all had those missed opportunities. So, you can't shoot yourself in the foot for it. So,
all right, so let's jump into the charts here. Just a quick recap of what's going on in crypto right now. So, Bitcoin was hovering around 30 after the news came out, of Russia going into Ukraine.
Funny part is that we predicted this. We said anytime there's bad political news. I mean, we're not geniuses, but my point is, anytime there's bad political news coming, a war, like we saw with COVID, people panic.
Yeah, they do.
And the best thing to do, honestly, is to buy that fear. Most of the time. If you look at, we were talking about this last night. If you look at the charts of crypto, of the stock market, during every war,
during the wars,
down bad.
Yeah.
After the war, where's it go?
Yeah, it goes right up.
Right. So we were thinking that it wasn't going to be as bad as it was. We were talking last night. Antonio, and Ukraine and Russia. There was some news that they might be able to work it out and stop the violence.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
But we read an article last night on Twitter of Putin threatening to
orbit satellite that might fall on the U.S. or Europe.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely not good. So we could see this for definitely a few more months. I guess he's kind of pissed off about Biden holding the sanctions. Mm-hmm. He did say he doesn't want any other countries getting involved. Yeah. I get Biden's trying to help out, but
whatever.
Right. So,
but yeah, so Bitcoin was down bad. It was at like 35, 36K for a little bit, and it did pop back up. It's now like, hovering around 40. I think the holding that 40K level would be very healthy for the market in general, because as soon as I hope one day, I can't wait for the day that, all the coins don't just go along with what Bitcoin does. Because if you look at the charts on the right, like you can see the 7-day charts, they're almost all identical, except for Terra Luna. Terra Luna has been going on a crazy uptrend lately. It's up 50% on the week.
I hold a little bit of it. I was telling you about it last night, but
they actually do have
I think its ecosystem has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
and look, a lot of these ones do. It's just ETH is dominating right now. I think in the future that could change.
For sure.
We could have a couple marketplaces and ecosystems. within each cryptocurrency. So
Yeah, so we got ETH is around 2,800. It's been hovering around that 3K level. I feel like that's going to be a good spot for it. Whenever it's below 3K, NFTs seem to do well. As soon as it goes over 3K, NFTs seem to go a little bear because people are just trying to take profits and pull money out for liquidity, which makes sense. Whatever they want to be able to get into other projects and stuff.
of course,
XRP actually just passed Cardano in market cap because Cardano took a huge downtrend. It's at 90 cents right now.
guys, drop a comment. XRP or for Cardano. I just
Okay.
want to take a brief survey of
Listen,
what you guys think out
Ada
there.
gang is real. The XRP people are in prison right now. Okay, the XRP is getting looked at the SEC. No one likes XRP.
And it's you know what? Just do your research for me sometimes.
Okay.
Will you?
Yeah, you're right. You're
Will
right.
you?
You're right.
Just do it. Just do it. You're gonna come to me. You're gonna come to me next week. Mike, I really like XRP.
All right, whatever. But Terra Luna actually just entered the top 10. It was not in the top 10 previously, and it's Dogecoin actually lost a ton of market cap. Because
Dude.
I just can't wait till Doge and Shiba are just not in the top 20.
Antonio, we have talked about this before too. It's like why don't everyone's like, oh, I should put my money in Doge, should put my money in Shiba, and when they're low cap
Cool,
and
yeah,
they're
but-
under a cent, sure, if you want to try and get rich overnight type thing,
Yeah.
but are these gonna last? No.
I mean, Doge has been out forever. It's
Yeah,
been out since
Elon.
the beginning, but
the Doge is a different story because Elon does have some utility with it. Like he was accepting it for Tesla and things like that.
I know.
But Shiba's just it's on chain. It's on ETH chain.
Mhm.
It's just another meme coin.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I agree. And there's about $30 million in market cap between the both of them. And if that $30 million could just get spread across the top 20, it would make the market so much more healthier. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it would just make the market a lot healthier.
I agree.
But that's rather here or there. But so I wanted to talk about a new exchange that's actually coming out called Fraktal.
One's exciting. I like this one.
Fraktal, I kind of like because it's going to be able to get smaller, newer people into big blue chip projects. Now that's only if the blue chip projects do go over to this platform. So Fraktal.io is a new marketplace where you can transfer so you can connect your wallet and your NFTs show up in your wallet just like on your profile, just like OpenSea. But you can do this thing where there's a button you can hit. It's called Frack It. So what happens when you frack it is you actually split the one token into the ERC 721 or ERC 1155. You split it into 10,000 ERC 1155 tokens. So it's kind of like just dividing it up into all little mini pieces. And then so after you do that, you can actually sell a portion of the NFT itself. So let's say you put a doodle on there and you wanted to sell 30% of the doodle. Let's say the floor price is 10 ETH. You could sell 30% of that doodle for 3 ETH on that site, and then someone would buy 30% of the doodle. So they would buy 3,000 fractions, FRAK, fractions of that doodle. So
Pretty interesting.
I just feel like it'll be nice to have
I know there was another platform, maybe not platform, but project, I think, in the NFT space that me and Max and you talked about, where they were trying to fractionalize blue chip projects like this. I think that could be big in the future.
Yeah.
Depending on the benefits and stuff of it, and also just for bragging rights. People want to own those blue chips, which may be out of their reach. And so maybe they can just say that they own a piece of them.
Yeah. So there's actually another thing they can do is let's say you buy 25% of a doodle, I buy 25% of a doodle, and then the original owner still owns 50% of the doodle. And let's say someone comes in and is like, I want to buy the whole doodle. They can do that, and they'll actually message you, hey, on the site. Hey,
there's a messaging wow, that's
so
cool.
they'll hey, this person wants to buy the entire piece for 13, let's say. So you would get your portion, and you guys vote on whether or not you want to sell the entire piece or not. So it's kind of and there's actually gasless voting too. So normally if you do a vote or do any interaction with the contract, usually you have to pay a small gas fee.
Yeah.
For the voting is completely gasless.
Is the whole platform gasless as well?
The whole platform is not gasless. Okay. So what they do is right now they're doing an airdrop where you can collect the airdrop of Frac, which is their token,
Yep.
their native token, which OpenSea still does not have a token, which makes absolutely no sense to me.
No sense at all.
Yep, and MetaMask.
It's only a matter of time
Yeah.
before we see another platform take.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, it's just whatever. So
It could be a huge opportunity here with the scam with
they're giving nothing
OpenSea.
to their users. I mean, they're giving nothing to their users. So whatever. But so if you collect Frac, you can actually stake those Frac tokens on their site, and you will receive. It's like a DAO. You will receive a portion of the royalties that they collect, like the fees that they collect for all the transactions. So it's 5% on every transaction that they hold, which I think OpenSea is less, right? OpenSea is 2.5.
I think. Yeah.
So
It's always 2.5 for OpenSea, and then
for them, yeah.
and then
OpenSea
the
gets
actual like creator of the project can
Does their
decide
own
the
royalties,
percentage.
yeah. So they're gonna do they're gonna do 5, but they're gonna split the fees with the people who actually stake Frac. And the more Frac that you stake, the more fees that you will accrue based upon how much you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
I think that's cool. You know, they're just, it's just clearly something's got to get done with OpenSea.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
like the site is good, but it's just always an issue. And I think that if they can, if another platform can come out and a blue chip project's like, oh, we kind of want to list our projects over there, and it brings a few people over there, it might make a huge deal.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's only a matter of time before we see this happen, because of all the, excuse my French, bullshit that we've seen in the past with OpenSea.
Yeah.
We've seen, there was an exploit before the last exploit.
Yeah.
Where when you were transferring NFTs, they could be bought up for the old price, and they were never like actually delisted from that first wallet. And that's one of the other things in the news today that I want to talk about for this week is the most recent exploit.
Yep.
There was $200 million taken, and yes, I said 200 million in a day from assets in OpenSea. Yes,
lost money.
Yes, it wasn't necessarily their fault. It was a phishing. It was a phishing scam.
Yep.
So basically, all the users of OpenSea were emails. And it looks, dude. I mean, I got the email too. I don't know if you've looked at your email.
I didn't. I never looked for it. Honestly, I didn't look for it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've looked at your email, but it looks exactly like an OpenSea
legit.
email.
Yeah.
Like let's say you had a piece listed or you have a piece in your wallet, in OpenSea, and you get an offer from one of your assets on OpenSea. You know how it comes up and it sends you an email and it has the logo and everything.
Yep.
It looks exactly like it. So what happened was people were clicking on that, and it was something about a migration regarding to the last exploit that happened.
Yep.
And when people clicked into that, they basically signed an authorization to basically backdoor the assets out of your wallet.
Take anything.
So I mean, there was, like I said, $200 million in assets taken.
Bunch of Bored Apes,
Doodles,
big projects,
big projects. So I mean, yeah, it's not their fault, but could they stop fraud like that? Yes. Could they have gone about it faster? Yes. And just like we talked about, I mean, the UI just isn't there. I like the way it looks, but as far as the speed of it, it's very slow. It's very buggy. When you get a lot of traffic on there, it crashes. We all know how OpenSea works, so it needs to change. They either need to step up the game, or we're going to move somewhere else.
Yep, I agree.
Because this space is going to keep moving faster and faster, and as these new guys keep coming in, our new audience, our existing people out there, it's going to get insane, especially, I think that's where Coinbase is, I know we've talked about this before, but where Coinbase's platform is going to take over.
Yeah,
so.
Because Coinbase clearly has a better UI, obviously. Yep. They also have, clearly their coders and their website designers are a lot better. I mean, and not that OpenSea's site is bad, but it's like as soon as there's like a little bit too much traction on the site, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so one of the other things that I saw was interesting that actually Henzut showed us.
Yeah, Henzut last night.
The guy's a little genius.
It's literally last night.
A little genius. Shout out Henzut.
Right before we're about to get off, Hansa just pops in the Discord and he told us this.
Yeah, so I thought this was pretty interesting. Another thing in NFT news is phone cases. Now, if you're thinking what I was thinking like digital, so I'm thinking like digital, like phone case where maybe like, your NFT moves in the back of your phone or something cool like that.
They actually call it world's first phygital case.
Digital. I like it.
Physical, digital, phygital.
I like it.
I like that.
Picasso. I like it. But yeah, I mean, it's Casetify, so that's actually where I get all my cases. And they're doing something right now where your NFT can actually be put on your phone case. You can't just copy and paste any NFT you want. It actually has the serial number, a barcode, a QR code, everything on it. And that sticker or that graphic on the back is custom printed onto that case via verifying through your wallet on site.
Yeah, you literally connect your wallet on the site.
Connect your wallet on the site like you would on OpenSea, like you would, like how we were talking about doing your taxes. And it's going to verify the assets in your wallet. It verifies the NFTs in your wallet. You pick which one, and it will take the image, and I'm sure they have their own custom format, of how that's printed and that kind of thing, what other information's on there. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought it was worth talking about. I think it's going to become huge, like flexing these things.
Yeah, because like if the QR code and the barcode is on there in the picture, like that's yours. It's almost like Twitter Blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's all about image. Just like Gary Vee says, it's all about image. It's all about
digital ownership.
Exactly. It's all about showing what you have. Why do you like a blue check mark on your Instagram account or your Twitter account? Now that Twitter has Twitter Blue, you got the little hexagon. It is clean. You're
gonna start seeing art galleries in the future where it's just all NFTs inside. It's gonna be like some big hologram or a digital, like a digital picture on the wall, something like that.
Yeah.
I think
especially with a lot more of the ones that move now.
Yeah.
Like
Invisible Friends.
Invisible Friends.
Oh my God.
Ones, with the walking stuff. So I feel like we could see a day where it's like instead of like like obviously drawing art and painting and stuff like that, it's gonna be like a monitor playing a loop of like the gold one of one Invisible Friends. Just
No, I completely agree. I mean, I think it would be sick if, like I was saying in the beginning, and like we were talking about last night. Like, imagine having the invisible friend on the back of your phone, but it's actually moving. Like that would be incredible. Yeah. So I can't wait to see. I think this is going to come shortly in the future.
Yeah.
So
So looking at the OpenSea top 15 here. Threelanders is up there at number 1. That's a new project, and the team is great there. Invisible Friends at number 3. It's holding that 9. It's like holding 9.
Yeah.
I was
9's the floor right now.
It popped off at 10 right away, and then kind of.
I mean, there was some sales at 12, 14, and I think the top one. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, guys. I'm pretty sure the top one was 15. Pre-reveal. Obviously, besides the auction, we're not talking about the auction. That was a ton of money, but
and so Bored Apes actually did drop a lot. A couple days ago, it was around 80. It was a 79.5 was the floor. And you kind of see like a lot of times, when there's not FUD in the market, but there's FUD in the world with Russia and stuff like that, and invading Ukraine, that the floors on a lot of blue chips dropped.
Yeah.
Floors on a lot of blue chips dropped.
I mean, like we said before, it's like, right, like it's the same thing with crypto. Whenever any political or a news comes out, any war news, a pandemic like COVID, people, especially the middle class and lower middle class, like, we have to liquidate some assets and take some of that money out to be safe to put away for later. So that's what you see. That's normal. This is a normal thing.
Yep.
So
this was actually on Thursday. It was a blue chip fire sale. There was Mutant Apes were down 15%. They were down to 15 ETH. Bored Ape Yacht Clubs were down 17%. They were down to 81. Doodles was under 10. Azuki was under 10. Clone X was under 10. Cool Cats was under 10. Cyberkongs was under 10. The Babies. NFT Worlds dropped to 11.
Dude, the Doge Pound was under an ETH.
Yeah.
Doge Pound was at like 0.9 something.
Yep.
Like, honestly, like you could have gotten some great fire sales.
There was a lot. And I actually posted this entire list of all the fire sales under
in our
10,
alpha group.
Yeah, under 10, under 5, under 1. You know, My
Yeah.
Pet Hooligan was under one, Crypto Maury's, and like you said, the Doge Pound, all under
Yeah.
one. So,
I mean, the Doge Pound is a great pickup at under one.
Yeah.
I wish I saw that faster and
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
acted on it, but
yeah, easily. But yeah, so I wanted to jump in a bit about Freelanders.
yeah,
So
sure, let's get right into it.
I recently had a now this everything that we say here, not financial advice. Do your own research. We're just giving our honest opinions on what we think about the projects. I did not like Freelanders at first because I did not do enough research in the beginning. I only looked at their website and I kind of thought it didn't look like the team was doxxed, and I didn't like a lot about the project.
We're talking the other day, and
This is the other day.
we're talking the other day, and Antonio goes, "Yeah, I don't really like Freelanders.
There we go.
I mean, the devs aren't doxed.
All right,
I
so
don't really think it's a good project." San Antonio, do me a favor, take another look at it.
I looked at their Medium.
Oh,
I looked at
I
their
like this
Medium.
project.
Their Medium article is amazing. You get every piece of information that you ever needed.
Dude, I love their art.
Dude, their art actually.
Like, I know we're always like, oh, the art.
Yep.
But like, dude, some of this art is just like so like tasty and like nostalgic. Like, I really like Freelanders art.
It's beautiful.
It reminds me of just like a nostalgic cartoon almost.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it is.
you know?
Yeah, the guy said he has. So the artist actually lives in Japan.
Of course he does. That's why the art is good.
Yeah, exactly.
All of Japan is so creative
Yeah.
and artistic. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, that's where Takashi Murakami comes from.
Exactly.
So.
But yeah, so the whole team is doxxed. The entire team is doxxed. And what I really liked was that they did a shorter Discord. So the Discord was only open for about 2 weeks before they minted. So it wasn't like, they really wanted to stray away from, farming engagement, making hype posts and, oh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Shit like that. They wanted to stay away from that. They wanted to build completely organically. They wanted to build completely not off of hype and just off of real people doing real research on their project.
Not only that, but they wanted to do better for the community too. Like, not only like for the standpoint of the route of growth they took, but also like for the community not coming in there and like, oh yeah, guys, like let's grind for whitelist. Like,
Exactly. Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
like levels have gone away and that kind of thing.
Yeah, the invites and the levels have kind of mostly gone away from at least from like
Most projects.
Most projects, yeah, most.
But we're even now we're seeing a new meta of whitelisting meta.
Yeah.
Where we've seen in some of these discords, Tony, like you see in Cosmics or in cartoons, excuse me, there was a sleep gang. These guys would sleep in voice chat with their video cameras on.
Yeah.
And you would see them in bed sleeping all night.
I mean, like
in the voice chat.
I get it. Like it's
I get it.
It's clever, but it's like the whole grinding meta is it's gonna go away because it's toxic. B, it's not organic. People are just hopping in there. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, where are you from? It's like people don't really care. They're just trying to make it look like they're trying to seem active because they want to do well for the project.
And I'm not against the voice chats either. Like I
like voices. I like
the voice chats too, but like I think it's not. The thing is like you can't just go in and have a conversation with someone and make a friend.
Yep.
They have to see you, and I get it. It's about consistency, but they have to see you in there for like 8-10 hours a day to get noticed. Yeah. In order to get noticed in a voice chat where it's popping, you have to be in there every day, and it's like. For you or for me, like sitting in there all day just isn't practical. Like we have other things to work on. So where we were going with this is the fact that Freelanders didn't want that. They were against that, So
against it.
Yeah, if you want to tell a little bit about that.
Yeah. So they actually, honestly, I don't want to get sentimental here, but it's honestly beautiful to see a project. Hear me out.
Oh, Tony's getting emotional, guys.
I am. It's honestly beautiful to see a project be number one on OpenSea. And they were not some 8-week long, drawn out, like, getting ready, millions of retweets and millions of, posting every time, 300K followers, like, I get it, and it's cool, and it builds hype to the project, but the fact that they were able to do this, and they're completely doxed, and they were able to do this without having, like, it's just, because lately it's been so bad with Rugpulls.
Rugpulls, yep.
And like there's and then with the OpenSea scam, like so there's been a lot of FUD and a lot of like uncertainty in the market, and then they're kind of like the diamond in the rough. The rough being like the shitty environment that we've kind of had recently with
and the
Serial
craziest
Club and Squiggles and stuff, and then out of nowhere it's just like boom, they pop out and they're like, we're here.
The craziest part, which I'm sure you can support this with some Doom Analytics volume from the week, is that with all this shitty environment, guys, we're gonna hammer you here on why we're bullish on NFTs. Obviously, you're watching an NFT podcast, so of course we're gonna be bullish, right? But if you take a step back and you look at the environment that you're in, like you're saying, we got rugs, we have uncertainty in the world, OpenSea scams, like. And the volume for these projects is still there. People like NFTs. People like JPEGs. So it just kind of shows you where this can go. Where there's a lot of opportunity still. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of things like whitelisting, which we talked about as well, which is probably going to change. We can get into that another time, but I think it's going to go somewhere else other than the whitelist meta. I think it might go raffle style in the future.
Eventually, it's going to be there's too many people.
Yeah, there's too many people.
So we were just talking about last night. It's going to be like sneakers. It's just going to be just like sneakers.
Yeah, like what happened with sneakers, is, you had lines and out the door and people getting hurt and things like that during releases. And the higher ups, Nike, Adidas, all these people saw what was going on and said, guys, we have to take a different approach. And obviously, it trickles down with how the stores are going to do that too. And so they started going raffle style and also increasing the supplies. You're probably going to see in this space as well. I'm not going to say definitely raffle style. Maybe they can do something different with it. But also increasing the supply is probably going to have to happen with some of these projects. Like Artifact is like a 20K supply. There's a couple other projects out there that you've seen bigger supplies, and since we've gotten into the space, it's been around 10Ks, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And 10Ks changed. Yeah. Remember how 10Ks changed? It was 10K was the meta. It went down to under 10, which was between 6 and 8. 6 and 8 is the meta, and now it's back up to 10 because there's more people coming in.
Yeah, there's
more demand.
There's too many people. I mean, like Alex Becker said, he's like, one day it's going to be 100K.
Yeah.
500K. Well, what are you going to do when right now there's only so last month there was 546,000 active traders. This month there's 508,000 active traders. So on OpenSea alone. So there's the people are still there. Imagine when that number's 20 million.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It's going to be insane, especially we talked about this last podcast, but the facts of when a big project comes in, someone like Pokemon. Pokemon comes in,
over.
You're not going to see a 10K.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
You're going to see a 50K collection.
Yeah, and it's going to sell out.
Oh yes,
immediately.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Actually, our cameraman actually minted anime project called Sakura, and
he's
this
is angry with us.
This is the complete opposite of Threelanders, right? Super hype project. They had a little fun in the beginning because they were saying how they stole something like that. Super hype project, 132K on Twitter. They can't sell out a 5K mint. Explain that to me. They can't sell out a 5,555K mint.
Well, that has to do with the way they grew it, obviously.
Yep.
What their plans were for the project, and then also I think that these metas go quick.
Yeah, they do.
They really do. They're in, and then the next day they're out.
Yeah, the last one that I think might do well is Shizuka. Shizuka does mint soon.
I hope. Yeah, that mints on Monday. Yeah. The 28th. For you guys watching out there, go check it out. I think the Discord's open. Check out Shizuka. I like their art.
I love their art. Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's just you can like the art, but if the hype's not there and the roadmap's not there, what I mean, people bought Azuki's because it was it was the first of its kind. The anime meta, the side profile, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
the rares are beautiful.
Oh yeah,
but it's you can't just make a sick art that's they're kind of just feeding off of Azuki.
Right, they're just derivative projects. Yeah, really.
The derivatives don't work out as well. But
did you want to bring anything else up about Threelanders? I know you kind of got into it.
Yeah, I kind of sidetracked. But
no, that was my fault. That was my fault.
No, yeah, but I just wanted to emphasize as much that it's great that they're able to get to the top, and a lot of the projects they give you unrealistic goals, unrealistic rewards for joining the group. They're like, oh, we're gonna have a party on an island, and
yeah,
and I mean $100,000 giveaway. It's
yeah, okay.
They're not doing $100,000 giveaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just unrealistic things. It's just crazy. And the fact that they were able to get to one, I know the volume is down as a whole right now, But the fact that they were able to get to 1, I think it was great. I'm very happy about
Yeah, I really like that project. We can maybe dive into it more in another episode, but
that. Yeah, but the other big one was Invisible Friends.
yes,
You want
yes,
to talk about that?
yeah,
Invisible Friends?
yeah, definitely. So Invisible Friends, minted on.
You actually made some fan art for them.
Yes,
not, right?
yeah, I did. Unfortunately, guys, I couldn't bring it home for the boys. The whitelist spot.
I was gonna tell you about the
That one. If you want to talk about grinding, guys, I mean, people are living in there.
Oh yeah,
People are living in there. I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, if you got whitelisted if you had mood rollers or slim hoods, which I like both those projects. The art's really cool.
Yep.
Lucas,
it's all under the same umbrella, right?
yes.
Those three
So
projects?
it's Random Character Collective is the umbrella, and what they do is make projects underneath that. So like the name of the project isn't Random Character Collective.
That's the name of Discord.
That's the name of the team in the Discord, right? And then so they have Invisible Friends, Mood Rollers, Slim Hoods, and I think Motion Marcus is coming out with Garbage Friends, which you might have talked about before.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, but getting a little bit off topic, but yeah, I mean, that team is great at Invisible Friends, but I made some art, which I thought it was good.
Great. It
was
great.
good.
We'll throw it up for you guys.
Guys, we're gonna pop it up here. Boom. And you can check it out on my Twitter as well.
Give us your opinion.
Yeah. Let me know your opinion. I mean, it took.
Should he have gotten whitelist or not?
Yes. Drop a comment after you see it. Should I have gotten whitelist or not? It took me a good amount of time. I got a canvas. I laid out these crayons. I had to glue them on. I had to melt them on, and I thought it depicted, the invisible friend with the umbrella. He's got it on his shoulder. He's avoiding the color. Like he was.
It was great.
I don't know, man, but yeah. I mean, Invisible Friends, a lot of volume there.
Yep.
Immediately as it released, pre-reveal, sales were 15, 12, 14. Yep. And then like we talked about, we went over the top 15, is that it kind of settled around 9, 10-ish.
Yeah. It's like a 9.
And I don't think that that's out of the ordinary. And what I mean by that is I don't think that that's ridiculous that the price is that.
No.
I think the art is super high quality.
Yep.
I think the team is great, and I think they've put a lot of work into the community that they built, the art that they built, and what they're going to do with it. Like, it's high quality stuff.
Yeah, we just got to make sure for reveal, I'm hoping that the art lives up to the hype. Like,
yes.
Remember, like, Hype Bears and even Hate Beast, the art.
Guys, some of this art is...
And the problem is they make the whole videos of them walking, and you're like, yo, that looks crazy.
Yeah.
And then the art comes out, and it's like, all right.
Yeah,
well,
right. Like, I mean, like you said, we saw Hype Bears. Hype Bears
was bad.
Pop up some pictures of Hype Bears.
Yeah, it was bad.
So you guys can see that. I'm sure you've already seen it.
It was bad.
Pop up. I mean, should we put them on blast now or later?
Yeah,
guys. Pixelmon.
Pixelmon's art came out, and it wasn't their art. It wasn't their art. The art is good, but the in-game
the promotional art is good.
Yeah, the promotional art is good, but
dude, I mean,
a couple of people played the beta, I believe, and listen, when Ryan D Crypto's video came out, the in-game looked amazing.
Dude, when they did the Twitter space and showed or popped up the video after of the trailer of the game, it looked phenomenal.
It looked amazing.
Like, it looked really, really good.
Amazing, yeah.
And the art was a reveal, like it reveeled yesterday. And
yeah.
guys,
it was
crypto Twitter and NFT Twitter are destroy. I think Pixelmon is gonna deactivate their account pretty soon, because I think those devs are feeling a little upset.
Yeah,
they're feeling hurt.
So it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. So Dutch auction at 3 ETH, insane.
Not it again.
Sold out at 3 ETH, and then it dropped down. People paper handed it all the way down to like almost 0.9. Then it kind of recovered a little bit. It was at like 1.3 for a little while.
Yep.
Down to like 0.5.
Yep. Now put that in perspective. Imagine paying, and that's why we're not going to hammer Dutch auctions here. Like, we've talked about this before, but it's just like, why are we starting a Dutch auction at 3 ETH?
I mean, I get it because it's a game.
Yeah, because the game. You're right.
They need to raise funds, and I get it. So that's fine, no problem. But the in-game...
dude, like, with the supply, like, even just put it in ETH.
I know.
Put it in ETH, man.
I know.
But, yeah, I mean, so another thing about Invisible Friends that we like about the team is the fact that they did a 1-of-1, and they auctioned it off.
All gold. Thing was
All
beautiful.
gold. It's beautiful. I wish I had it. I want to hang it on a frame above my bed so I can look at it every night before I go to bed. But
Good.
it's beautiful. But it went for somewhere around
496 ETH.
496 ETH. What we like about that is the fact that they're donating that to charity. I think that's great.
All of it went to charity. Every
All of
dollar. Every
All of
dollar
it.
went to charity.
Whatever the community decides, I think.
Yeah.
So I think some more devs need to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
We see a lot of greedy devs, as 420 likes to hammer them all.
Yeah, there's actually a project out right now that just released. It was for Ukraine. And all 100% of the primary sales and 100% of the secondary sales all go to the people in Ukraine.
All the pieces are like monumental things from Ukraine. All of the pieces, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, but we love Invisible Friends.
Yeah. And actually, the guy that won it, that won the auction, he actually got 5 pieces too.
Yeah,
5 regular pieces. So
Yeah.
he spent 496, and he's gonna get 5 pieces, so he'll be able to pay 50 to get 50 back. But I mean,
who knows where it goes?
it's worth it. Yeah, it could go crazy. You never know.
Like we talked about last time. Like we have these projects that they're the first of their kind, and so so they become blue chips if the team does their job right. And so I think with this one, like this whole moving character meta is gonna be, it's a GIF, basically.
Yep.
And I think that people like that. It's different. Like every single different project we see, it's definitely appealing to the eye instead of just like a still PFP of
cool.
like an ape or a dragon's face or something. It's just like some of those are cool, but we want to see something different. And it's gonna evolve over time of what they all do. But
so another big project that dropped that is in the top 15 right now is Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Released an
Snoop
NFT.
Dogg's been killing it in the NFT game.
He really has.
He's in Sandbox. He's smoking joints and he's getting lit in the Sandbox.
Yeah, so they're called the Doggies. Floor right now is around 0.7.
Doggy.
Yeah. So they're at 0.7, and they actually are characters. They're all different. The rarest ones are these gold ones. They're actually sick, and they're all different. And you will be able to play them in Sandbox, and you'll be able to play them as an avatar in the Doggy World. And there's actually also early access passes and private party passes that you can buy. That the private party passes are going for about 1 ETH and a little bit less for the early access passes. But the early access passes will grant you access to the Doggy World, where you can bring your doggies, Snoop Dogg NFTs, and you can actually there's play to earn games everywhere.
Did you happen to get a chance to actually click on the pieces and see the interactive ability about them?
No.
We'll pop it up there.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool. So click on a piece. They reveal.
Yeah, they
No, it's loading though.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
I didn't know.
Loading in the bottom left,
I
right?
know they do something. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
So you can do emotes with them. I'm kind of upset here though, Tony. I didn't happen to see a Crip Walk emote. Snoop Dogg. I was trying. I wish we got that.
There's a ton of emotes. Wow.
He was hitting it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He was hitting it at the Super Bowl.
This is sick. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's almost like a generative dungeon.
Yeah, you can play it on here.
Yeah, like you can play it on there. And dude, there's actually another project where I've seen. I don't remember the name of it recently, but I think this is going to be the next meta of like interactive pieces on OpenSea.
Yeah, because you could just play. So Generative Dungeons is like a play to earn game. You earn like their token or whatever by playing their game, but you literally play the actual game.
You play the piece
on OpenSea.
Yeah.
When you click on the picture of it, you like play a little game, and it's kind of like Pokemon, kind of like it's like walking around and doing whatever random stuff.
Yeah, it's like pixelated. It's like 8-bit, but it's super cool. Yeah, but I like what Snoop Dogg's doing.
I did not know that. That's
like what
sick.
Snoop Dogg's doing.
Yeah, and like I said, and so then the private passes are a private pass to a party that he's going to be at.
All right, so we see some IRL events.
So
me and you don't really like these IRL events.
No, I don't. But with Sandbox,
the thing is once they get like normalized a little bit and they actually start happening, like it's one thing to have IRL events with a real project.
Yeah,
it's different when they're like in the roadmap. and their project isn't that convincing. They're like,
Yeah, like, you
yeah,
don't even
we're
know
gonna
the
throw a
people.
party
They're not doxed
in
either.
Honolulu in 2023
Yeah.
for the new year, and
Yeah,
you're
they're
like,
great.
yeah,
Let
okay,
me hold this piece for 2 years to
yeah,
possibly go to a party in Honolulu. Yeah,
yeah.
like whatever.
But yeah, I mean, we like Snoop Dogs. We also like NFT World, which we wanted to bring to light today.
yeah,
Big news, guys. NFT Worlds has, which this is another reason why Pixelmon. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Like it's over for you.
yeah, they're taking over.
You know, I'm not trying to hate on Pixelmon, but this just kind of killed it. You know, Pixelmon was kind of like a copy of Minecraft, and Pokemon a little bit. And so really where this project capitalizes, which it's a lot different than Pixelmon in the sense that there's a lot more utility. They're implementing their NFTs of plots of land, so it's going to be a metaverse play with Minecraft.
Yeah.
Officially with Minecraft. Now, this is big news.
Yeah, it's huge.
And I'll let you get a little bit more into it, but I think that we should note here what's important is like we haven't seen like all these platforms of of games, like Epic Games, for example.
Yep.
Epic Games didn't want to do NFTs with Fortnite. I'm not sure if they still have the same stance.
Yep.
But as we saw with Elio is making imposters with Epic Games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty big news there. But I think that the fact that, you know, he's probably implementing something with Epic Games and they're working on it together.
Yeah.
Minecraft is adopting NFT World's project and bringing it into their 10-year,
Yeah.
you know, decade-long time of research and hard work that they've put in on their
Exactly.
platform.
Yeah.
So,
You know, because a lot of games, like I said, like like Pixelmon, like they gotta get a lot of funding, and it's a lot that goes into making a
Yes.
game. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it takes forever. Like
and that's why, like, I think P2E meta, like play to earn meta in games, are going to come up huge. But I don't think we're there yet. Like, because, dude, like, you know, like for example, like look at like Grand Theft Autos. Grand Theft Autos take like 5
Forever.
years to make the game.
ever.
Like-
The last one came out like 2013. We were in high school.
Yeah, GTA 5.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and like yes, they've made updates to it, but like.
Yeah, they update it often, but
What was the game? I'm sure we could pull up dates on this, but like the game before GTA 5, GTA 4, but like what was the time period there? It was probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it was definitely a long time, but it's just like there's a lot that goes
A
into
lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into making a game. So yeah, 2008. So it was 2008 to 2013. And
Yeah, so 2008 to 2013.
yeah. So it was 5 years, and then
Yep.
and then now 2013, GTA 5 came out, and now we've been waiting for GTA 6 for
Why didn't we see a new GTA yet?
my kids. My kids might see it.
Oh, they'll see it. They'll definitely see
Sure.
it.
I mean, I'm not too convinced yet.
All right, guys. So we want to go a little bit more. I think you wanted to go a little bit more on depth.
Yeah.
On NFT Worlds, right, Tony?
Yeah, so they have a 10K collection, and what happens is you have a key, like almost like a seed phrase for each NFT, and you type that key into Minecraft, and then you have access to your specialized NFT world, and you're literally playing Minecraft, and you can do anything you want. You can you're literally playing Minecraft, but
One thing that I was curious about is like I know like when you load into like a Minecraft world, like it's pretty much infinite as far as like the space of it.
Yeah.
Now, like, do you just own like a little plot, or is that whole?
Yeah, so
like how big is that? Do we know?
Yeah, so it's a 512 by 512 block map. And the thing that
I'm not really a big Minecraft. I don't know if that's big or
I
not.
don't either.
but
I don't know either.
I'm
But
sure they give you a sufficient amount of space.
yeah. It looks like a lot. It looks
Yeah.
like a lot. And so when you load in, you just drop right in the dead center. And what I like that I think is super interesting is like the NFT obviously has like a little picture of what the world looks like.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the picture for the NFT. But when you make changes to the place, let's say you add in like a river or add in like a pond, it
The
changes.
thumbnail change, like the
Change it.
wow.
The picture changes. So let's say there's like a regular one.
the-
So like
there's gonna be some trolls out there that just I could.
yeah, I can already.
I mean, you guys, we can paint the picture for you, but
I can already. Imagine.
I think you already get
I
it.
can already imagine. But the possibilities are endless. But there's literally like let's say you had a pond in the middle and you got rid of it, like it won't be on the actual picture. It's crazy.
Now, do these rarities on these, do they go by like biomes? Because like when you play Minecraft, right, there's different biomes and like a snow biome or like this or that, or like I said, I'm not really a big Minecrafter. I used to play back in the day, but I know
Yeah.
each of these biomes are like more rare. So like, Is that how the rarity works, or does the rarity work like based on size of the plots?
So like the rarity works on like what's in them. I think. So like there's buildings and
Oh,
stuff
there's like
already in them.
pre-built
Yeah, there's
pieces.
pre-built stuff on them. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. And
That's
so
cool.
like you can name it whatever you want to name it too. That's what's cool. So like let's say you name it like something cool, and then you can literally put that as the name of the NFT world, and people will be able to see it. Because like the way it works is like the more stuff you do to it, the rarer it makes it. Like the more buildings you add, or the more this you add, or whatever, that's the more rarity. It's kind of like to the eye of the beholder, almost. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's like
Yeah.
whatever like looks cool, because they're all the same. They're all 5 by 512 by 512 blocks, but some might be cooler because they have this or that, whatever. But so they also have a token, world token, and it's just their native token for the
Probably
project.
already blew up, guys. So
Yeah, and you actually can get the token, and then you can stake it on their website. But the way you earn the token is you can actually earn the token by doing like play to earn on certain people's worlds. So you can
yeah,
go to other people's worlds and play a play to earn game, or play like a PvP, like play against them,
that's
and then
sick.
you can earn world token.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
for doing that. It's
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
because I know like a lot of people have made mini games within Minecraft.
Yep.
Like there was one game where like you have to like go after each other's like base essentially.
Yep.
And so yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Like you could earn worlds while you're playing the game. Like I mean, we talked about before, play to earns are going to be huge in the future.
Yeah, massive.
No?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a cool aspect, and like each of these platforms are going to be able to hopefully implement like a play to earn in each game.
Yeah.
Like with Axie Infinity.
Yeah, that's a huge platform. It's like it's literally people are priced out of Axie.
Yeah, people are priced out of Axie Infinity, but we talked about this last time where like it's not really that profitable.
Yeah.
Because it's gotten so
Token is like 50% off its all time high. So
yeah. The price of the token dropped and things like that. But yeah, I think play to earns are going to be huge in the future. And I hope more platforms get involved with them. So
yeah, I agree. So Mike was actually awake at 7 a.m. yesterday.
yeah, guys.
For something.
This is a story for you. So I made a TikTok. Pop that up. Going in depth about the project Howlerz. Now, good projects. We heard some rumors about the leader being the leader of Christie's auction house in New York, which is kind of like Sotheby's auction house art gallery. And so that's just big. Those people. This is the thing that I stress to a lot of people is look what the creators, and of course this was speculation for this project, but for all you new guys out there, look what the creators and the mods have done in their prior careers. Like look where they come from. Like what field do they come from? Like where do they work prior, and like what things have they accomplished beforehand? You can imagine, excuse me, the connections that someone like that works at an art gallery and auction house has. Being that art is the biggest thing with NFTs. It's the front face of what you're buying.
Backbone of everything, yeah.
Exactly. It's the backbone of it. So, this morning, I wake up at 7 a.m. I'm excited for this Howlerz drop. It was kind of low key. I mean, they had like 20,000 on Twitter. The creator stressed how he wanted this to be a stealth drop, which this is why I'm frustrated with Howlerz. Wanted it to be a stealth drop, and it didn't end up being a stealth drop.
No, you just continue.
Everyone, all of those higher up peoples that know people, that he's telling them when it's dropping, what the contract is, and so that's exactly what happens. The contract got leaked and it sold out within seconds. So it was supposed to be a stealth drop, meaning that there would be no information on it. He would drop the contract, and then you would hopefully find what that was, or if they were to put it on their Twitter, and you would just mint right away. Now, obviously, there's some issues with that in itself. Like, there could be fake contracts, which we saw yesterday, 2 fake contracts, which made a couple 100,000 each, which is unbelievable to me, because this is why he wanted to take the different approach of the stealth launch, which was giving some more info and saying, guys, like, you're only going to see the stealth launch here. And only click on links from my Twitter. So I sat on the computer from 7 to 3. Couldn't move. Just watching TweetDeck. It was miserable. It
Terrible.
was absolutely miserable, but I really liked the art. I liked that project a lot.
Yeah. I like what they did, but it was just tough because it's like, you want to do a stealth. If you want to do a stealth, do a stealth. Don't tweet 50 times about how you're going to do it as stealth. Then it's not a
right.
stealth.
Right, and one other interesting thing that I saw scrolling down my feed was also not only were there 2 fake projects, or excuse me, fake contracts. There was also an issue with their contract. So they released. We'll pop this tweet up by Oaktel is the guy's name on Twitter. And he says, looks like Howler NFT effed up. First released one contract, and many minutes later tweeted it wasn't live after people started minting. Website was live, but did not link correctly to any contracts. Then released new mint contract and said it was live. Same contract. What the fuck? So they released a contract, and so not only were there 2 fakes that a bunch of people lost money on, but then there was also this contract, which had some issues, and people were minting and I'm sure getting failed gas and wasting their money on that. So I like the art, good project, but the launch wasn't handled as it should have been. So yeah, and I know you. What did you think about that? About Howlerz? Did you like it?
I mean, yeah, I like the art. I think it is good, and listen. Like the guy clearly, he's clearly a big name.
Yeah.
For FaZe Banks to put up a story like something's coming, I think. You know what I mean? Like hinting at it. For him to put something out, like that it's got to be something good. So I really think that he could have handled it better, but at the end of the day, people got their pieces, and it's really not. It's really not. A lot of people really aren't super priced out. I mean, it's only at like 1 ETH. So
yeah,
it's not like it's like a crazy.
And I liked the mint price too. The mint price is only 0.13.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. And the max mint was 3.
Yeah.
And also I think they used an ERC 721A because the gas was super cheap.
Yeah, you got failed gas on like 1,500 GUI, right?
I got failed gas on like 2K GUI, and I only paid 0.04, so
that's crazy.
It wasn't too bad.
I mean, 2K GUI, I would have thought that was way more. That was way more.
Yeah, definitely. Another project that's kind of off the radar as far as the top 15. It did already mint. You might be able to go pick one up off floor. Is Orbs by BT. Now BT is actually BT is an artist as well as a musician as well. And so these pieces are pretty cool if we want to pop these up and kind of show the interactiveness of them. But they're a little different. So basically they're these little orbs with a cloud background or the sky, and they're kind of interactive. So, if you click on them, you're able to see they have like a musical piece of them tying in, him as an artist, as a musician. He has like 300,000 or 400,000 followers on Twitter, so I'm surprised that these aren't more popular or in that top 15. But I like these, and I thought it was notable to talk about them. I don't think we have any future implication with them yet, future utility.
Kind of reminds me of Pac a little bit.
Yeah, it does remind me of Pac. Yeah,
Pac. Yeah. It's kind of like super simple, art piece, but that is like it's just so beautiful. Yeah.
No, they really are beautiful. We'll pop them up for you guys to check out, and they're interactive, which is cool too. And there's audio there as well, which I love. I love the audio. Like I hope that starts coming with future projects.
I do like that.
I think Generative Dungeon did like a little like 8-bit song in each of the backgrounds of some of theirs.
Yeah, it's like a little tune like playing in the background.
Yeah, I like that. It reminds me of like you said, like a Game Boy style, like little like kind of like game like that, like Game Boy game or something like that. So another project as well is Parallel. Now that's coming tonight.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock.
This is 0 out of 5 risk. There's no risk going for this.
No risk for Parallel, guys. Parallel is a great project. They have playing cards, and you can get super in depth with their game.
Yeah, their game hasn't launched yet. I don't think.
I'm not into it as far as playing it. I don't think there's a benefit of playing it yet, like play to earn aspects, which they probably will apply in the future. We're into it as collectors, I would say. The art is awesome on these cards. You can actually download the Parallel app and like pop the card up almost like a Pokemon Go, guys. So like Pokemon Go, obviously, you know, you hold your phone up to catch the Pokemon and it shows, you know, where you're aiming your camera. Same concept here. Obviously, you're not catching anything, but the cards that are in your collection can pop up on the screen and they're interactive and they kind of turn around and stuff. So the art is great with these. No risk at all. Go for these at 5 o'clock. I know this is going to be uploaded late, so we're not really going to be able to get this out to you guys beforehand. But take a look at Floor if you can. When this video is released, definitely something here that Parallel is working on. There's a lot of team members on their team. A lot of team members.
A lot of big names. And they, you know, this is their third pack drop. And when they did we were in on the second one, and you can actually pull what's the rarest one called? It's like
Masterpiece. It's one of ones.
Yeah, one of one masterpieces.
Yeah,
I think they go for like upwards of like 60.
Yeah. These are very sought after pieces, and one of the things that we like most about them is we actually opened up PD2, which is Pack Drop 2. So if you go to their Twitter or their website, you'll see PD, and what PD stands for, like I said, is Pack Drop. So this is a third pack drop, but in this pack drop, it just like it was what it sounds. You know, you get a pack and you open that up, but the way they open is just like so
it's crazy. It's
like
crazy. Yeah, it's
it
totally
opens
different.
like a vault.
Yeah, it's totally different.
And the cards drop, and it's like it's the best feeling. I can't even describe it.
Yeah,
So like
they did a good job with the interactive. Like they made it totally interactive, and it's different because you don't pay gas. So you go on their website, parallel.life, and you just enter the drop as soon as the drop happens, 5 p.m., and you're just trying to get in, and you receive the pack, and then they call it mailing out. They send it out. They send out the pieces at a later date. So that way you're not, you know, it's not a gas war and everyone's trying to go, you know, everyone's trying to get in. It is first come, first serve, and they are going against bots. They do have a lot of techniques to defend against
so
bots.
last time these packs got eaten up by bots. I don't think there was any botting protection there. But for this drop, PD3 is going to be, there's definitely going to be some bot protection there, I think, because, you know, they learned their lessons from last time, because those went like this. I'm glad they're not doing a raffle. I just think it gives more people an opportunity to get them. I don't like the random aspect of it, because that can also be abused. That can also be abused.
With multiple accounts, stuff like that. So, you know, if you're on the same browser, you can only use one account. It keeps swapping the other accounts over to it. So it's like you can only use one account. You know, and it's, you know, I think that if you're able to scoop one of them, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, hit us in the comments if you were able to scoop one or you're gonna buy off Floor. Let us know what you guys think of Parallel.
Yeah, sure. And I think that's it for today. We do want to put our hearts out for the people in Ukraine. We know that a lot of people from Russia and from Ukraine are in the NFT and crypto space. You know, we see people from Moscow all the time.
It's actually one of our members of our Discord. Ukraine.
So you know, we are you know, concerned about what's going on. We don't have an opinion. We don't want to, you know, get political or anything, but you know, our prayers are out for the people in Ukraine. Hope that everything gets resolved very shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I think what's going on right now, it's definitely a very dangerous time there. So if you live in any of those areas, do your best to obviously, you know, stay safe as possible. Reach out to us if there's anything, you know, that we can do for you. If we can just talk to you guys, if you want to hop in the group and just discuss, you know, what you're going through. We're absolutely open to that. So hearts out for you guys, and stay safe.
Yeah, and so this is the Jpeg Journal. Leave a comment, let us know anything we did wrong, anything we did right, and we are going to head out. See you guys. Thank you.
Take care.